I'm saying, you know, Bekaya. Na bulldog, Shatawale manager and bulldog. Na 2022, omunya problem bi. The 2022 no mu, ana Shatawale Baban Timber can simpi a good bulldog so say bulldog na kum obi to say hunsem and sembibri. Na bulldog then some no a court, or the court no. And a court share Shatawale say omna no mepa bulldog acho social media ne so on tell the temfa mepa bulldog acho ti mu honom no na Shatawale ayedin a oma meka asem no hwe so beba bepa bulldog acho so mepo no tetete ho a na be last week mu ha yi na bulldog Shatawale aba bepa bulldog acho intino obepa na acho no enra United Showbiz for trans, you know, and now as I could seven buy na honum na MC YEBOAH. A sim bulldog I am mere agyapong Shatawale do na ensemno as a bulldog I am mere also could take Shatawale on now jana no na ARNOLD be sit that asembe na MC YEBOAH kano enye or so na no abusia subscribe channel in the channel ho dance here e fa kire unua bi share video na unua bi so nsa enka bi abusia mumien konko tie ensemo a Shatawale bulldog any MC YEBOAH
they need to follow up and do the right thing. Assembly C, I think 2022, you know. Okay. I mean, Okanyoma be brave. Diana and Mammy court because Nagamin court kaba. The Mammy court pani assembly the two means say menina babeka. Wo bi asem. Okay. And you know the okika yes because I mean we all know who the gentleman is. Okay. But we as a man have suffered this
you've gone through a lot.
Yes, before, you know. Okay. And as I speak, the case is a cold case. Okay. Because assembly C, you know, they've not really captured anybody or arrested anybody for that. So for a very long time, it will be a cold case everywhere around the world. If a case is unsolved, no, only a cold case, only the eyes to sue. So, yes, exactly. So for you to come and say your man, exactly, and it's sad. I mean, I went through a lot. My family went through a lot. My kids, especially my wife, you know, they had to go and revisit the Yafe Mudada. Yes, you know, and easy, you know. So I said, no. I mean, I'll take him on to come and prove baby I make kind and this annual money. So yes, Nyankopon Yadum, and I met the Deputy Attorney General as we speak. Your friend SHATTA, Honorable SHATTA. Yes, na okuta case no at the time. Only your court no na. I think say Cynthia maybe if you need waka baby Nyankopon fani bro. Yes, she's a quack. Yes. Ni firm no, and no ni lawyers at the time. Yes, so they came to court. Okay. And say patrol. They want us to bring the matter out. I mean, MBD will feel. You know, at the time we were present. Said no, we want to proceed, but if you know. Or no kikan no friend for any idea. You know, we had a lot of meetings. Even Honorable A+ crowd was sitting in several meetings, you know, and I mean my intention was not to punish anybody. It was just to make sure I clear my name here, exactly. You know, because me I dream bonibia, you know, so obiakata, you know, and I say okay cool, me name lawyers and I say okay, once everybody is saying, oh, fache, unia bema, any idea, no, fache, you know. I said, no problem. My wife, I mean, una obenya asem ye be pattern I say uti. Exactly. So, spoke to my lawyers. We went back to court. Any court in the say, oh, yeah, we've come to some sort of an agreement.
Okay.
Inti yebe pese yebe every court. Usually, who the same court who be here. Say agreement na more agree with you know. You need to tender in that agreement or court. Then to be passed as a concerned judgment. Okay. Because courts there has to be some sort of a judgment. So we had a concerned judgment. The concerned judgment was so apologize and then also pay my legal fees.
The AWUTIA lawyers.
Yes, you know, so because I mean I think the decent thing to do, because at the time I'm issuing 1 million Ghana cedis. Oh yes, meaning no court I think it was 1 million. Into and I'm it's okay, fine. No, there's no problem. It's not even about the money for me to start with. You know, so we don't my lawyers. Then I need just an apology. You know, so that we set the record straight. What I say. So I think we came to that agreement and we took it out of court.
Okay.
I think 2023 more. You know, but I mean typically of him, you know, so yeah at the time 1 year.
1 year.
You know, 1 year I think say somewhere this week. You know, Wababaye. Okay. So make I say Wababaye no before Wababaye no my new lawyer Cephas Boyo, yes, at Boyo at law, yes. On any team no had to follow up on the judgment that we got in 2022. Okay. Usually when you judgment as any pakuno and yet the court you have to go and enforce the judgment. Yes, go enforce the judgment. So I think my lawyers, Cephas Nene team, especially Cephas leading the team at the Nissan court to try and enforce the judgment, you know. So during those times, I think, you know, usually if you don't go by what the court says, there are consequences.
Okay.
Yeah, there are consequences, because that's why you take the thing to court to start with. Inti Ebanisano, I think say now on one who said at the end because eventually any year man will not augur well for him, so he called Cephas Boyo, you know, Esquire or friend, and say, obe babe tenasi na interesting in a sorting. So yes, so my lawyer reached out to me and said, yes, share and all that, and I'm like, I mean, for me, there's no point. You know, we all know the SIA. Yes, in the you know, Yashia be dada. You know, so I think the call came on Monday. My lawyer met him and his team, I think on Tuesday, and at Tuesday now or Wednesday now, or release the apology. You know, so I mean, for me, the most important thing I think is many join use Kasa. No, what's the way forward? I'm like, most importantly, I think he should look at sorting out the lawyers, yes, the legal fees, yes. Then that's about it. I mean, me, actually, you know, me. I'm not keeping anything in me. Yes, I don't know. A trim one, a trim. That's how I look at it. Because you know, young fashion call. Obi Obonia and obe, you know, power. You know, because in the past when we met, he's come to say, "Oh, bro, I'm sorry. What can say your man?" You know, then you go back and do some of these things. But hey, sana you sit here. You know, so that's how.
The legal fee, yes.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
100,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes. 1 billion to 1 billion.
Yes. It was 300 actually, but at the time, they negotiated with Honorable Srem Simon and Omutesoba 100. Okay. So he's supposed to pay that fees to the legal.
Maybe a question about this same legal fees.
Yes.
Was this same legal fees? This same SHATTA a call? Was it another interview? And I know what can say. Initially, you were suing him for 1 million.
Yes.
1 million now, who sue no? Who see legal fees? And a legal fees no. Legal fees no 1 million. Then he made a video and said, "Say you were a joker. Now if you were smarter, and can a Godfather Leslie be fair? Now obe panacho na nka waji ono six can come ma 100,000 nti anka if you were smart you would have taken the $100,000 and forget about everything, but you want to show that that's the same.
I know.
Scanner.
And I mean
so he rubbished it in the media as though who threat for $200,000. Question.
And to start with, I have nothing financial to gain in this whole thing. Says Sikana mi pa. Nanga say Mijina court was still with them 1 million Ghana cedis. But I'm like, hey, I think the decent thing to do.
1 million Ghana cedis here, yes. 10 billion.
Yes.
It's a scan.
Yes. Yes. You know, so that was what I was going for initially. What you say? But
and now what is waba?
I mean, so
maybe I wanna.
The point is, there's no money for me.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yes, because what I'm saying is that if I was sticking to the 1 million cedis, if I had sued and went to court, went to trial and won the case, 1 million beba me chain. Yes, for damages near there. But in this case, there's no money issue. Me, all I wanted was the apology. Sikana ye kan hu sisi no. Legal fees are. Ube file paper.
No, yes.
Lawyers 100,000 cedis. Titi 1 billion. And yes, kebia. So no do skabibre. You know, so me lawyers a juma oma ye. Oma co-op and oma file papers, you know, to go and to serve writs near there. And yes, you know, constantly being to court, you know, back and forth. I mean, yes, you know, so I know my lawyers
okay, good.
So for me, there's no financial gain in this whole thing. The most important thing was my reputation, you know, and to come and cast aspersions. And I say, I think there is only fair to set the record straight, you know, and why you know, yes. So
so what do you channel?
Oh, media channel that because I think what would be the essence to hold on to Sanyo Mano? I mean, trim me up good. Oh, me keep you there with me. What you say? I mean, a CAC. Oh, then you move on because you can't stay in one place. You can't be at the same place all the time. Mentally, it's not healthy. What you say? So me, and yeah, I mean, he's done worse. To me, he's done worse. You know, maybe on another occasion we can sit down and talk. Yeah, he's done worse. And then no cry. I glossed over it, moved on. You know, the reason why I moved to court, and they say, me, I think say no, I think say MC. We spoke for almost 2 hours. Okay. Me, I don't take the world seriously because me say yen chewoha. Okay. Well, but if there's something I want to take seriously in this world, I am my wife and my map. Well, those are the only things I take seriously. Me, I don't even take myself seriously because I'm from yes, what you say. So, for me to be still here and I have 4 kids, 4 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife. For you to try and put me in a situation where I cannot see them, take care of them, be with them as a family, it's dangerous. Well, so that's why I had to go to court and say, look, I mean, what are you trying to say? Where did I say that? Do you have proof of what I have said? At which point did we speak on matters like that? You know, I mean, he said plenty things. So can you be brave? Or can be brave? Yes, So for me, it's not about keeping anything inside. It's just allowing it to go, heal and move on. And that's how I've been here, you know, all this while. So to me, this annual share nipemu. Obi wa uyena dia onto me fancho. But doing that is unhealthy. Wow, be proud. Yes, so me media channel that before Baba Betro, we media channel that.
So if so bag say managing bioma as
oh, a Jumani dear Debbie.
Please, I've not asked you.
A Jumani dear Betty. You know, so let me also try and clear something here. Now, say there was a time I'm in Juma. You know, then we started working again. Now, a lot of people misconstrue that. Say, oh, yeah, I didn't know. Also, we need Juma biome, who granting interviews near there. You was sign and in Juma. Now, this is the trick here, or the true story. Me to me, baby, it was xylophone. Now, me a boss war. Oh, and now, me former boss, and I'm still on crowd. Me boss, no person signing or signing SHATTA.
Okay.
About a xylophone. Now, to be able to do that, you need to seek my consent.
I remember that he said.
Yes, you need to seek my consent. What I say, so when you say, "Menini jaya juma na me say menini juma bi me san call ni hode bi man san call." Na me meet xylophone. Na me ye juma. At the time we had signed Stoneball, we had signed Becca, Joyce Blessing, Kumi Guitar, Obibini.
And even some of the actresses and
Yes. But xylophone music, yeah, I was taking care of the musicians. Okay. Now a dinati taking care of the actors and actresses.
Okay.
So me wahona me boss friend me say, oh, me pese me no nya meeting inti brana yen kasa. You know, so me do on kasa oh. Omo person omo sign SHATTA, but SHATTA say only me what problem inti. We should try and solve the issue before blah blah blah. You know, and that day I me call no, my name says like some sort of ambush, and that day now about mini na mo kasa obekutu so me na me so we here because me yi side na fi meeting da. So that's how come we had to settle my case. Yeah, before, because it will be very difficult. I work with all the artists. It will be difficult not to settle that case before I ever sign in.
Yeah, and just quickly to add on, because I was also part of the xylophone family. The first working relationship was different from the second working relationship.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the first working relationship between Bull and SHATTA was that close. It was managing him directly. But xylophone setup, we sat there as the top management kind of. We were the label, and now all the artists had their respective management. So the managers were answering to us, and we were giving them the necessary resources to do it. So it wasn't the same, dynamic.
You know, now Julio was in charge of him at the time. Yes. And in the team. So the big Shakra, Julio in the team, yes. You know, and Arnold will tell you, I mean, I was there with him in the office the whole time.
Air conditioning. No problem.
You know, so that was the working relationship. But sometimes in Crawford, so I have a few people, a few friends. I'm say, oh no, you cry today. As you do this, you go work with us. You can't apologize again. No, it's not about that. You know, that train has moved long ago. I mean, there will be no working relationship. Me share no baby no, or say or share me I met you, like I'll respond. I mean, there's no bad blood here. Yeah, there's no bad blood. There will be no need for any bad blood. But say you best say ko iye juma there. There be a bedding. That's right.
Ola.
Oh,
And I say,
I don't know.
sorry, man.
Oh, Embre said we know sama esi na yenya no puma sibra. So there's little to be said about it. And the home na no asem fan no why baby chechim a classic maka na man and a baby a chicha abuana hwane kosan.
So for
Mame, medase, senior kasa bebre. Aye, say SHATTA ni bu ensensemu yi no. Bu yobi a woni ni hia. Ena wo be hu sede na komate. Ena wo be hu ne do a wodo ne hodwo ne ade. Ba se woni ni hia ya. Na bia o TV so ni radio so a ebia bu de won tena se da aha o yobi a odonipa on say asem yi ba yi no mame ubisa bu na nkasa na ubisa no asem ne sade o kan yi nyina ba ya bedu yi nyina no say wode ya chem what you say quotation bi o Luke 17 verse 3 to 4. Bible say yenhwe ye ho yie. Na se wonnua fom wa. Na se wonnua agye ne mfom so ne tom. Na oba wonche an o kase fa kyeme a. Bible say fa wonnua bɔ ne kye no. Ana bu nso say o de akye no. Say missing here, what is the major problem? What is the major problem about? Oh, I don't understand. Yes, because we are in Casano what you want. That's what they are check. What I said? Yet you can see you come back here. You back here.
Yeah, back in vocal.
Thank you. Because me say boo you be a said ya makano. Me say I just say we boo enshia da.
But we need shia.
We need shia. And I won't say they were doing the puffer. I will put the puffer. That was what they are channel. On say, SHATTA so you be our own. Areas will be our nenso. Or be we are be our nenso. SHATTA so you be our the negative side and or the positive side.
Okay.
Now, also you be a or you good and many pabebre. Now, areas will be one so you good, no. Adia ya na good for one so you do what cheaper or wakoma. Abotre friend abotre. One said then be udi 20 jinawa emu 2-3 penny wa abotre. It will be say SHATTA you be a wo betumi akeka na dwen aye ne ma bebre wo hu wa penny wa se abu nkotodwe. Wo hu wa penny wa san da fom.
Yeah, make us a son or tear. Now we do for them. What are we talking about? I'm surprised. Then I came. Fear and pray.
They are in us.
Make Kasaba, oh, the Obetimasi. Abrabona Ebon. You were mistake. And you were deliberate, calculated mistake. And you pay.
They are in us.
Empress. Obetnasi. Najimu po. And I'm not call kakam. I don't want to go deeper because as some many and I want to me the boss and they sure such a phone. Obetnasi. Abonitimu po. Or connive deliberately to attack you, your family, and other people. And you sit here and you say, "Son or Nipanity or Beckham, who are not better." Let me finish.
What is your problem?
I'm not talking about the chopper. I'm talking about the fact that we will not sit in this country and entertain nonsense in this country. Let me finish.
I chopper or the buy, yeah, answer then or the buy.
Also for me, my chopper.
That is me so.
Oh, let me finish.
Let know what the buy, you know. What's your name? You say Emmanuel. And you
let me finish. And then let me finish, and then I will yield your honor. Let me finish. Empress, we know ba e wo fie na wo tete wo ba na unim sa akole. Bua pa yo pa no de ya be always sa no tie ja no. Akwa be den.
What's it?
What are we sitting here talking about? One person sit on social media and accuse somebody, make suggestions in negative way, accusing somebody of something that you don't have any evidence to prove. One of the biggest problems we have in this country is defaming people. Empress, you have been a victim recently. Yeah. ARNOLD has been a victim. Yeah. I have been a victim. Yeah. Boo has been a victim. How do we sit here and then we say that social media who are not a patch? Nonsense. It is the same guy that stood on social media and insulted President Mahama. You said on social media, in fact, I'll go back. I won't even read the content. You wrote something accusing and suggesting this man of knowing about something he knows nothing about. You claim he told you. I'll come to the apology bit. You accuse this man of something he knows nothing about. You didn't think about the fact of the pain that the wife and the children will go through, the bullying that the children will go through, the pain that Felix family is going through, an unresolved case. You didn't think about that. You wrote something, and so while you did a video calling on Kwakesi, who has not even healed from the pain, and told him to wake up, and that this gentleman, he knows something about what is going on. Kwakwesi also took to social media and did a video because he was his bosom friend and manager. Yeah. He knows how much the guy has contributed in his life. Yeah. And you know, so Obi suggested say, will be a minimum doing commercial as the guy can say, who can say only a see and you see apostrophes, you see the catch us away. Now when you pass about the can be about Obi. Suggest say why be accept when say we prove be would prove ya then we sit there and say obi be yes about social media no wa patch because if you indeed you had proof and if indeed this gentleman did what you are suggesting that he did, then you are an accomplice because you sat down for years that's if
a formula
oh Empress anything I make catch you say if somebody sits down I live by two principles. And they're very simple. Obiya me bonia. Ye nina ye ni pay ye fum ye ho. Obiya me bonia ye de check. But when I realized that you planned, you plotted, it was deliberate to hurt me. It is not it is not forgive and forget. It is remember and revenge.
Now kasa the
mommy mommy when we
kasa but all kasa no be and wait
sorry wait as I can wait when we sit in this country and then as the guy can no kasa to me body this same person has defamed a lot of people. Don't mention names. Insulted a lot of people. Out of what? Some of these insults, these people didn't even know about. These people are people that have helped you before. How do we sit here and we encourage such behavior? Share the network to social media. How do we sit here and say, "Sano, but who said I'm here? Me make us a me bodama, and your muso move me say, Obia bodam. Obia bodam no level. Nya nkwa na bodam na obe popo. You see, and what baffles me here is that then I make an nipa de ye but ubet na can send then you come and apologize. Ubet fry him for no mo bano. Ebi mo bano ye de car and you are a good person.
Wo de enko apology.
Ebi mo bano omo de cars. Omo de sika eba be pacho. We will go there, Empress. Then when you finish, Empress, let me finish please. Then when you finish, you sit on another radio station and you rubbish the guy.
Booyah, who can I saw there?
I talk for blue. I
one in your channel, but no, I say I will say, Nipa or can be say, once a book can be say, Yakura, young Frama. I dear but you say, and say, it was in
Nana air can. Let's not see in a way because the Oka say. I said, Obi to me tonight or bonitrim. I said, I saw like opposite or sale. Me the okay in my film, sir. But I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, now you need Ghana crowd. Me no but Obabesia to me tonight. Yet Yane cat. Emma, many bets now social media. No, who say Empress, who me doing what TikTok and now me doing what YouTube, who be skinty and what bets now. No be defame like a dinner mabonka for 21 years or to meet Sanasi and or card your becker. Me what me reason tia man kasao.
Matu kurubeka sa.
Oh, mommy kasao.
Okay, sorry.
Me what me reason. Me kun the way or handle us. Me since I remember me we na me hear my say. Sabanta we hear my dear me ba be kasan. Me kasabi. Me da cemetery. Me do be call maybe.
Okay. So who said obi family kwan so a oye ne de
maka me so I understand baby are okay free say like boo aye adwuma wa building a brand it is sometimes ebi wa say boo ye bibia instead of bibia can nipa no be call boo straight no enkofo bia offer efan kofo no so ne bia na edidi atem no aba be ye sa no work aba me hu so ya emotional ntino
but the woman say
boo dia
man o dia check me tie me ba ho
so forgiveness.
Oh, Empress, I'm doing is my baby. Mama yira metro.
Oh yeah.
I'm so now be la.
Yeah, na ne be.
Me pese Ghana 40 asese. Asem na osofo kanu. Yen so.
Infant.
The reason why they be make say matankuma na respecting the pa is because ube sure ni lewe in case you the court here catch lewe so be apologize so be jina social media and I mean on someone fan channel say the call. That is how you do it. The reason why I'm saying that is because Bull has built a solid brand over the years. And it's not just about Bull. No problem. It's not just about him. It's about the people that is around him. It's about the businesses that he will be affiliated to. Yesterday, all Kasa in Kasa 2 hours. Me ko baby ko bone the comments be obi here. Why? Because it is because of some nonsense somebody has come to say.
Nonsense.
It is because of insem who will be ababeka. And in some now ababeka no so only any shred of evidence to prove it. Do you understand? When we asked you to apologize, it took years. They had to go through certain procedures before they got you to bring out the letter. Then you go and sit on another platform and you rubbish what he's saying. You made the video to do those accusations. I can tell you for a fact, say, apart from United Showbiz, I hear discussing issues. I letter no, they buy what to say video no yeah you know. Empress, what to say video now.
So yeah, we see I hear was see.
Oh, Arnold, make a saba. Oh no, now see what forgive you, but I'm trying to touch it. No, me why am BB? Send me the
No, BB, I need a chance.
No, who to me can't change the mature.
No, what for no.
Oh,
to one
to me can't. And you mature, and you maturity. And you maturity. You the mature. I know be a picture what to do.
And you know do na kasa dabi.
So anytime.
Listen, what it is that I have a firm belief. That when people defame you as a person, who do you say their channel or no?
Or they are true, or they go through the process.
Of course.
And gentlemen,
and you've accepted the apology.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that moving forward, you know, we don't sit on social media and claim bad man, and accuse people and come and beg behind doors. And when you finish, we don't do that as people. What I'm trying to say is that we cannot live in a society and encourage such behaviors. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Whether he's forgiving or not, whether he's content with what has happened in the court, that's up to him. But what I'm saying outside Bulldog, because I get Shatta Bulldog see other people and tempt. See other people and tempt. And the American say. Men now mo timpo and from the can someone for being because presidents be see in most cases at the end of the day it boils down to apology.
Yeah, but you see
in fact Arnold mami in fact some this one enko emma yen chi obi aso mani hu ni na kwa ni openi bi abem we abem na ni nya be ya pacho what happens again? It becomes a vicious cycle.
Okay, wait. No situation now be defaming. What did you do? What action did they take?
What exactly are you talking about?
You use one as an example. See, defaming with pain.
Right.
Action, then I will take it.
I am taking actions. The fact that it's not known doesn't mean I have not planned or thought about it.
That day.
Oh, Arnold. It doesn't mean that I have not thought about it.
You can't go for oneself. And you'll be on a bit feel the air. So definitely. You cannot say you will not get somebody defaming you.
You will.
Or saying something negative about you. But when you get to that corridor, we can't be defaming or action then I'll be taking.
Yeah. Obiane said you're not
exactly. And make I said the ideal route is the law court. Oh no, go through that process. Anyway, do points be here. You see, gentleman here, or apologize, not retract it. He's done that. Or say, okay, when do you point on there? And just pay my legal fees.
No, I am misconstruing what I'm saying.
I'm not.
I agree with
that's it. I don't know what. Say outside this, say anybody finds himself in that defamatory winner. On quiet to the latter. Latter here now be called.
No.
Apart from
you go to court.
No. Over court in it. You see, when I started my submission, make can say asema mbabe can the also for cantino. Asema mbabe can. Do you remember I said that? Because he was like, Obibeye will say, and the notion is that we've had people sit on media and defend such behavior. Oh, sana si message your tear, sana wa building the brand. But many can say yes, so san common. So now we do obey to them.
Okay, te the ya kana. Ya address bu ne Shatta Wale. Apology no oka.
Now address any issue I hear
meba. Any issue I don't na generate and so come ayi. I don't know the so say so for penny say Shatta Wale dey say no.
So for again
also how dey no be wait. Ah, yes, I know. I know a person chess. Me and so no, but no. We need to be the same. The man has been like that for the past 15-20 years. It is not. It's a fact. It's what the buyer action episode taking. No, we take it because you have two options. Either you like she's saying, oh no, also so. But the point is that is how he is.
Again.
No. The back and forth of when I mean, it is on the YEBOAH. You have options. You have options. It is a whole police on your shame now be jama. No idea now. Just like Boo had options. He could have ignored because this is not the first time we did attempt. We did attempt several times. But this particular one, Boo said no, I will take the other option by going to court. And he did. And I see the solution to that conflict. Exactly. It's in results. He said, and it's also not here. No, but you were being emotional about the whole situation. I was not being emotional. The point is that's how the gentleman is. He is on the YEBOAH. No, that's not it. What will you do? Okay, so what will you do? Let's imagine. So excellent. Based on what you have said, what will you do? What will you do?
You can be there now. Okay, you. Ejuma ya ye sabi you. Ubeka obi asem. Abehano. Yeah. Obe tumi didia. Obe tumi akobi wasem. Emi wo ho ba. Obe wa gym. Of course, but the thing is, are you telling me? Sadi na ebe jai sia.
Say the ARNOLD can say. Was say atua edeba de na be. The
means I
highest you akwa no say obe kokko. It ends everything.
We are okay, yeah. Maybe they say, no, so cockles. Me bow. Me sure na me say a ghost speech. It was a ghost, ni ghost. And what I say, ghost. So on daily, the Bluetooth connection. Yes.
It's not option. You take the other option. Because our defamation, it won't stop today. You and I know. Once we sit here and talk about people's failures and stuff like that, they will do.
We cry come as
upon say the apology letter. Are you new Shatta?
Oh yes, sir. The new Shatta I know. Oh yes, sir.
And I know I come. You best support to na I reform it. You reform it. That's all.
When go carry. Yanko